So when you're ready, we'll come to the top of our mats. You can bring the big toes together with the heels slightly apart, or you can separate the feet a little bit more if that's more comfortable for you. And we'll just take a moment here. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Maybe close the eyes if that's comfortable. Whatever allows you to shift the attention into the space of the body. Just giving yourself this moment to sort of transition from what you're doing before to what you're going to do for the next hour. We're going to tune into the body. We're going to turn the attention inwards. We're going to mindfully move, mindfully place the breath in a particular way. Just allow for that shift to happen so that you're open for that process to unfold. Notice if there's any tension in the body that really might not be necessary, maybe in the shoulders, maybe in the breath. Maybe there's some tension in the way that you're breathing. Maybe there's in the throat or in the face, behind the eyes. On your next breath in, breathing in through the nostrils, deep breath in, feel the feet rooting down into the earth. And then on your next full breath out, feel the shoulders relaxing, the heart lifting and spreading, opening. And let's bring the palms to heart center, and we'll start with the opening mantra. You can join me or just listen, starting with an Om, deep breath in through the nose. Vande Gurunam Charanaravinday Sandarshita Swatma Sukhavabode Nishreyase Jangalikayamane Samsara Hala Hala Mohashantye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakrasidharinam Sahasra Shirasam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Good. Exhale, bring the arms back down to your side. And we'll begin with Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms over your head, palms press. Exhale, fold forward with a long spine, hands to the mat. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, half lift, fingertips on the floor, reach the heart forward. Exhale, palms flat, step back into a high plank. Lower the knees to modify, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, point the toes, lift the heart any amount. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, reach the hips up and back for downward facing dog. And we'll be here for about 5 breaths. Settling here, establishing the breath, matching the length of the inhales to the length of the exhales, smoothing out the edges of the breath. Tuning into the quality of the breath, moving in and out through the nostrils. One more breath here. Fully exhaling on your next exhale. And at the bottom of the exhale, bend the knees, drop the tailbone, gaze forward, step or jump to the top of the mat into half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs again, bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, come to stand, press through the feet as you reach up through the pinkies. Exhale, float the arms back down into Samasthiti. Good, we'll do that again. Inhale, arms over your head, palms touch. Exhale, fold, fully exhaling. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember, you can lower the knees to modify. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. And settling here, this is kind of a moment to settle in without rushing over to the next posture or thinking about the next posture or thinking about the next hour. Just being here in this posture and allowing the breath to unfold. As you draw the lowest part of the lower belly in and up, allowing the ribcage to expand out in all directions as you breathe in. One more breath here. Fully exhaling, empty of breath. Prepare to jump forward, step or jump to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, draw the lower belly in. Inhale, come to stand. Press through the feet, drop the tailbone, lift through the rib cage. Exhale, samasthiti. Again, inhale, wrap the shoulder blades, palms press. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, press through the feet, reach the heart forward. Exhale, step or jump back, tone the lower belly as you bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, bend the elbows a little bit or a lot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settle into the breath. As you press through the hands, press through the base of the pointer finger as you wrap the outer edges of the shoulder blades towards the front of the body. So you feel like you're spreading the upper back and you're lifting the armpits away from the floor. Relax the neck, lengthen the back of the neck as you gaze up towards the thighs or towards the navel. Keep pressing through the hands, lifting the sit bones up and back. One more breath. Fully exhaling. Step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand, press down, reach up both directions. Exhale, samasthiti. Let's do one more Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms over your head, palms touch. Exhale, fold. Draw the lower belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Bend the elbows, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, upward facing dog. Maybe you're lifting the thighs. Reach back through the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. You could also take child's pose at any moment. If you need to take child's pose, if you need a rest, or you need to maybe catch the breath, if the breath feels strained or forced, and give yourself some space to smooth it out. Deep, full breaths. The feet are awake, the hands are awake. One more breath here. Fully exhaling. Step or jump. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Press down, strong legs, root through the feet as you reach up. Exhale, samasthiti. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, lift the arms and the heart. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift the heart, reach the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, come up. We're adding some extra breath, so mindfully move through this. Inhale, high plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. No rushing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, frame the left foot. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. Settling. Feel the heat starting to build from the inside out. Feel the breath deepening. Hollowing through the front of the pelvis. One more breath here. Fully exhale. Step or jump. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Lift the arms, draw the lower belly in. Exhale, Samasthitihi. We'll do Surya Namaskar B one more time, and I'll cue it with the extra breaths, but feel free to breathe however it makes sense for you. If less breaths is better, then feel free to do less breaths. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, you can start to turn the left foot. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, frame the right foot. Inhale, high plank, tone the lower belly. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, you can start to turn the right foot. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, come up, press through the feet. Exhale, frame the left foot. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Remember, you could always lower the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. Settling. Spreading the upper back, relaxing the neck. Tune into the breath. One more. Fully exhaling. Step or jump to the top. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Lift the arms. Exhale, Samasthitihi. Good. Bring the feet hip width distance apart. Hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the heart up as you press through the feet. Exhale, fold forward, catch the big toes. Bend the knees if you need to. And again, inhale, lengthen, press through the feet, reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold forward as you draw the lower belly in. And feel like you're moving the rib cage away from the hips. And then at the limit of your hamstring flexibility for today, feel the muscles along the spine relaxing. So you're slightly rounding the spine to come into this. But keep the heart open, keep the elbows reaching out, the collarbone spreading, and the crown of the head reaching towards the floor. Lift the kneecaps or bend the knees if you need to. So there's a sense of strength and stability through the legs, through your foundation. On your next inhale, straighten the arms, lift the heart, fully exhale. Padahastasana, slide the hands underneath the feet, so you're stepping on the hands. And again, inhale, reach the heart forward, so you're creating space. And then exhale, fold forward into that space. Again, bend the knees if you need to. And then where can you relax? Maybe the neck, shoulders away from the ears, legs are strong. Notice the breath moving through the body, deepening the breath. One more. On your next inhale, lift the heart. Fully exhale. Inhale, come back up to stand. Into Samasthitihi, top of the mat, feet together. Utthita Trikonasana, inhale, step the right foot back, arms out to the side. Exhale, pivot the right toes towards the back of the mat. And then as you exhale to move into it, reach forward through the right arm as that left hip moves back. So you're creating length through the right side of the body. And then move into Trikonasana, either bringing the right hand to the shin, or you can bring the right hand to the big toe, or you could also bring the hand to a block. Good, and feel this expansion through all four limbs. So you're pressing the feet down and away from each other and reaching the arms away from each other. So there's a sense of strength and stability from the inside moving out. The legs are strong. You're not dumping down into any joints. You're lifting and you're creating space through the joints. Good, one more breath here. Fully exhale. Come up on the inhale, pivot the feet, and then the other side. Already expand through all four limbs as you move in. Create length through the left side of the body as you bring that left hand down. So there's a sense of expansion instead of dumping down. You're pressing down to lift up. And so you have this integrity from the inside. Find that. So find whatever version that allows you to tune into that internal form of Trikonasana. Feel that length through the side of the body, reaching through both hands, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Deep, smooth breaths. Let's take one more. Fully exhale. Inhale, come up. Trikonasana B, pivot around, face the back of the mat. And if you need a little bit more stability here, move that left foot out to the left a little bit so that the 2 feet are on 2 parallel lines. And then reaching forward through the left arm, again, creating space as you move in. The left hand can either come to the inside of the right foot or the outside of the right foot on the mat or on a block. The hamstrings are a little bit tighter, use a block here. And then as you press down through the left hand, you're twisting the spine, reaching the right arm up. Don't forget about that back foot, so you're pressing down and back through the outside edge of the left foot. Again, feeling that expansion through all 4 limbs. Pressing down to reach up and move deeper into the twist. One more breath. And then on your next exhale, gaze down for balance. Inhale, come out of it. Pivot around to the front of the mat. Exhale, left side. Adjust your stance if you need to. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. And you can gaze up towards that left hand, but if that's straining the neck, because you feel like that's forcing the twist too much through the neck, then just gaze to the side. Good, and you can keep that energy reaching up through that left hand, even if you're not looking up. Good, reaching out through all 4 limbs. Draw the lower belly and drop the tailbone. One more. Exhale, gaze down. Inhale, coming out of it, reaching the arms to the side as you squeeze the heels in towards each other. Exhale, Samastitihi. Parshvakonasana, inhale, step the right foot back. Take a wider stance, pivot the right toes towards the back. Exhale, bend into the right knee, and the right forearm either comes to the thigh or the right hand to the floor, reaching the left arm over your head. Pinky side of the hand pointing towards the mat so that you can roll that shoulder away from the ear. Good, pressing both feet down and away from each other as you move that right knee back towards the right arm. Feel the breath. Deepening into the breath, draw the lower belly in. Feel the strength in the legs, the foundation of this pose moving from the ground up. One more here. Fully exhale. Inhale, come out of it, pivot the feet. Exhale, other side. As you bend, you're pressing down. Feeling this form throughout the whole body. So not just in the mind, your idea of what this pose is, but really feeling this body, this posture from the perspective of the body. Feel the strength in the legs, the deepening into the hip, the length through the side of the body. One more breath. Fully exhale. Inhale, come out of it. Good, pivot the left toes in, and again, squeeze the heels in towards each other, reach through the arms. Exhale, Samasthiti. We're gonna skip the twist. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, step the right foot back, feet parallel to each other, hands to your hips. And again, let's take another breath here. Inhale, deep breath in. Press through the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Inhale, straighten the arms, press through the feet again. Exhale, fold forward for Prostrate Uttanasana A. Crown of the head moves towards the mat. Maybe the hands walk back if the elbows are bending. Crown of the head reaching towards the mat. Good, and press through the hands to move the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the lower belly in. Settle into the breath, deep breaths. Strong legs, one more. Inhale, straighten the arms. Lift the heart, fully exhale. Inhale, come all the way up to the top. Exhaling at the top. Let's jump into C. Inhale, reach the arms to the side. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, lift the heart, reach the fingertips towards the floor. Exhale, fold forward as you allow the hands to move away from the hips. And you're reaching the hands away from the body, so you're kind of like creating space in the shoulders. Keep the legs strong, relax the neck. Relax the shoulders with each exhale. One more. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, release the hands into Samasthiti. Parsvottanasana, bring the hands into reverse prayer. Palms together behind the back, or you could also just bring the fists together behind the back. Step the right foot back, face the back of the mat. It's like a similar setup as Trikonasana B. So if you need more stability, move that left foot out to the side a little bit. Inhale, press through the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward over the right leg, squaring the shoulders over the right leg as you clip that right hip back. Pressing evenly down through both feet as you draw the lower belly in, roll the collarbones back and reach the heart forward. Settle in. Inhale, come up, pivot around, lift the heart, exhale, fold over the left leg. Notice if you're collapsing around the shoulders or around the heart, lift the elbows, roll the collarbones, press through the feet. And maybe it might be helpful to micro bend the knees if you feel like you're dumping too much weight into the joints. One more breath. Inhale, coming out of it, release the arms. Exhale into Samasthiti. Let's do Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So bringing the left hand to your hip, shifting into the left foot. Inhale, pick up the right leg. You can either catch the knee, catch the big toe, or straighten the leg. Find your center line. Find the shoulders over the hips over the heel, the skull over the shoulders. And if you feel stable here, draw the lower belly in, draw the right leg back into the hip as you reach the heart forward and fold forward. Take about 3 more breaths wherever you are. Draw the lower belly in. Notice if there's tension in the shoulders or the face. 1 more breath. So good. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bring it out to the side, catching the big toe or catching the knee or bending the knee. Take your time. And then maybe you gaze over to the left. And just know you don't have to bring the leg all the way out to the side, especially if that lifts the right hip. Bring it out more at a diagonal and drop the right hip. Draw the lower belly in as you press through that left foot. Reach up through the crown of the head. On your next inhale, bring it back to the front. Slowly take your time. Exhale, hold it here and just stabilize, or fold forward for 1 more breath. Inhale. Both hands to your hips, and we'll hold it for 5, 4, spread the backside, 3, draw the lower belly in, 2, relax the shoulders, and 1, release. Good. Check it out. That was nice. With your camera on, you looked really stable. It's really good. All right, other side, shift into the right leg. And already here you can decide, you want to lock your knee out or do you want to micro bend? It's different. It's really subtle, but energetically it feels different. Press through the foot, reach up through the crown of the head, and then choose if you're catching the knee, the big toe, or straightening the leg. And exhale, fold, if that's part of your practice. Good, and just feel how strong that right leg is working, pressing through the foot, drawing the lower belly in. Settle into the breath. One more. Inhale, lift up if you fold it. Exhale, bring it out to the side. I like to reach through the base of the big toe. That helps to bring like a sense of integration and stability. And find that center line on the right side. It's like the right side is doing samasthiti, pressing through the foot, reaching up through the crown of the head. It helps me to feel the tailbone getting heavy as a counteraction to all of that. One more breath here. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, bring it back to the center. Exhale, fold or just hold and stabilize. Inhale, hold the leg out for 5, 4, keep the shoulders over the hips, 3, relax where you can, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. So good. Top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, arms over your head, palms touch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump both feet forward, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, lift the arms. 5 breaths. You can bring the palms together, gazing up, or the palms apart, gazing forward. Sink the hips down. Tailbone is heavy, so you really feel that downward moving energy. And then draw the lower belly in, lift the heart in the arms. Good. A couple more breaths here. One more breath. Maybe sink a little bit deeper, reach a little bit higher. Exhale, hands to the floor, and you can try a bakasana here if you want. So spreading the knees, bending the elbows, and maybe lifting the feet off the floor or not. Good. We'll just take about 3 breaths here. And you want to maybe give a gentle squeeze of the knees onto the outsides of the arms. One more breath wherever you are. And then maybe you step or you jump back into a plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to seated. If you don't know how to jump through, just sink the knees, cross the shins, and sit back behind your feet. Good. Let's do Dandasana. Legs straight out in front of you, hands next to your hips. Legs are strong, feet are flexed. Find that straight spine, and as the sit bones settle, ground into the earth, the heart lifts and expands. Tune into the breath. Reestablish that breath if you've lost the connection of placing the breath mindfully. So feel the breath rising and falling, expanding, contracting as it moves through the body. One more here. Go ahead and release that. Inhale, fold forward, catch the big toes, or you can keep the fingertips on the floor. Inhale, deep breath in, draw the lower belly in. Exhale, fold. The legs are strong, the feet are flexed and awake, and you're reaching through the base of the big toes. And as you fold forward and relax the muscles along the spine, keep reaching the heart forward, spreading across the heart. Settle into the breath. One more here. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale there. Let's go straight into Purvottanasana. Point the feet, keep the feet together. Drop the tailbones. You're rounding the spine. Bring the hands behind the hips, fingertips pointing forward. On your next inhale, lift the pelvis, lift the heart, and maybe drop the head back if that feels okay on the neck. Keep the feet together, keep pointing the toes. Good for 3. Deep breaths. 2, lift the pelvis, lift the heart. 1 more breath. And exhale, come down. Good, let's take a vinyasa. Cross the shins, roll over the feet, or feel free to lift up if you want to do the full vinyasa. Step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to seated. Sujjana Shasana A. So bend the right knee so that the bottom of the foot is up against the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, square the shoulders over the left foot. Exhale, fold. You can either keep the fingertips on the floor, or you can catch the left foot or catch the wrist. Feel that right thigh rolling back and down as you keep the left leg strong. Settle into the breath, so good. One more breath here. Inhale, look up. Exhale there. Stay on this side. Now we're going to throw in a different variation of Janu Shasana, which isn't so conventional. We're going to twist and do a side stretch. So you're going to turn the torso towards the right knee, reach the left arm out perpendicular to the left leg, and reach the right arm up. So we're going to stretch to the right side of the body. You can keep the left arm straight as you press through the right hip, or you can come down to the left elbow. That takes you a little bit deeper. Wherever you are, you're pressing through the left elbow or pressing through the left hand. As you reach that right sit bone towards the floor, keep the tailbone heavy as you reach through the right fingers. They can come straight up or they can come over the head. So feel a really nice stretch through the right side of the body. And then, of course, you can always go deeper if you want, bringing the shoulder to the inside of the thigh. But I don't necessarily feel like that makes it deeper, just a little bit different. Take a couple more breaths. Feel the breath moving into the side of the body. Draw the lower belly in. 1 more breath. Spinning the chest up. Good. And then gently come out of it. All right, let's take a vinyasa. Cross the shins. Inhale, lift up or roll over the feet. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to seated. And let's do that on the left side. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. Inhale, square the shoulders over the right leg. And exhale, fold. Settle in, feeling this form from the inside. One more. Inhale, look up. Exhale there. Release that, and let's come into the side stretch. So the right arm reaches out, twist. So it kind of is like a little bit of a twist. You reach the torso towards the left knee, and then maybe bringing the elbow down, reaching the left arm up. Maybe over the head, so you really feel that stretch. So the hand is reaching in one direction, and the left hip is reaching in the opposite direction, and that's where the twist comes. The side stretch comes. And then you can use the right elbow or the right hand on the floor to help you open the heart and spin it towards the ceiling. And that also takes you deeper into the side stretch. So you have all these actions, counteractions. And settle into the breath, feel the breath deepening into the side body. One more here. And gently come out of it. Good. Let's take a vinyasa across the shins. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's jump through to seated. Let's do Marchasana A. We'll combine A and C. So bending the right knee, and then you can either slide the torso on the inside of the thigh and hold onto the inside of the left foot or the left leg and just fold forward here. Or you can go for the bind, wrapping the arm around the back. Inhale and exhale, fold. If you have the bind, reach the elbows away from each other, open across the heart. Allowing that right hip to lift off the floor, to fold forward deeper into the hip flexion. One more breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. And let's go straight into C. So we're twisting, leaning back, reaching that left arm across to the outside of the right thigh. Or you can also just hug the thigh. Or you can go for the full bind, wrapping around the shin. Whatever version you want to work with today. Good, and then tune into the breath. Inhale to find length, to lift the heart. Draw the lower belly and drop the tailbone. Exhale to deepen into the twist. You can press the left arm against the thigh. You can reach the heart back. Whatever depth works for you today. And allow the breath to guide you there. Good, one more breath. Exhale, release that. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale into a plank. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to seated. Let's do the left side. Bend the left knee. Slide the torso on the inside of the thigh, maybe just holding onto the foot or the leg with the left hand, or going for the bind. So first we'll do A. So twisting is second. Yeah, good. Settle into the breath. Make sure you keep that right leg strong, the right foot awake. One more breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release, and then move into the twist. I like to lean back, round the tail, drop the tailbone, round the spine, and then move into the twist by shifting forward, whatever works for you. And whatever you decide, allow the breath to guide you there. Smooth out the breath. And exhale, release that. Good. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through. Let's just do a couple navasanas. So finding that space between the sit bone and the sacrum. You can either have the feet on the floor, the feet lifted, or the legs straight. For 5, 4, deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. Cross the shins, hands in front of the hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Let's just do one more navasana. 5, 4, deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. And let's just go straight into a Baddha Konasana from here. So bring the feet together. Bring the feet as close as you can to the body. Lift the heart. But it feels kind of nice to kind of release the hips after Navasana because you really engage to the front of them. So you can stay here or you can fold forward. So reaching the heart forward, reaching the belly towards the feet. And then if you'd like, you can reach the arms forward onto the fingertips. Deep breaths. One more. And inhale, walk out of it slowly. Good. Cross the shins. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's shift into a high plank. Exhale, lower down to your belly for Shalabhasana. Bring the feet together. And then as you reach the toes back, start to lift them off the floor, tops of the hands on the mat, reach the heart forward and up. Good, for 5. Legs are strong, toes reach back as the heart reaches forward. Good, for 3, draw the lower belly in. For 2, gazing down the nose. And 1, moving into B, switch the hands just around the rib cage. 5 breaths. Legs are strong. Try to keep the feet together. As you reach the toes back, you reach the heart forward. So we're going for length more so than for height. 2 more breaths. Deep breaths. 1 more. Good. Exhale, tuck the toes, and then pop up into a bottom of the plank. So pop up into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift into a high plank. Exhale, lower down. Let's come into Dhanurasana. So you're going to bend the knees, and you can either flex the feet or point the feet. Reach back, palms facing in, catch the ankles or catch the feet. Inhale, kick the feet, lift the feet up, lift the thighs up. For 5, bow pose. 4, super active, really kicking the feet as if to straighten the legs. 3, maybe bringing the feet together. That feels okay on the lower back. 2, keep kicking. And 1, release. And again, hands next to the chest, tuck the toes, and then pop up like if you're at the bottom of the plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to your knees. All right, doing good. We're doing a lot of postures. So we're gonna let's do 2 Ustrasanas, and then we'll go into Urdhva Dhanurasana. So for the first Ustrasana, feel free to take it really easy. I like this version where you bring the fingertips, you interlace the fingers, and you just lift the heart. That helps to establish this dynamic of lengthening the front of the body and of like lifting the rib cage away from the hips. And then the second one, you can go a little bit deeper if you'd like. So whenever you're ready, feel the foundation from the legs. So gently squeeze the knees in towards each other, and that sort of brings a sense of like gathering the energy from the earth and lifting it up towards the heart. Press through the tops of the feet, interlace the fingers, and as you inhale, squeeze the knees in, lift the heart up, reach the fingertips towards the floor. So you feel this length through the front of the body, and then if you'd like, you can shift the hips forward a little bit as you keep lifting. You feel like someone's lifting you from behind the heart, from between the shoulder blades, lifting you up. Good. Take a couple more breaths here, deep breaths. One more breath. And exhale, release that. So you can do that again, or you can move back, bring the hands to the heels, or untuck the toes and bring the hands to the feet. So we'll move into it together, really slowly, really mindfully. Don't rush to like get your hands to the feet. The moving into it is like just as important, or maybe even more important than like the final expression of it. So press through the feet, draw the knees in, draw the lower belly in, and as you start to lift the heart up, so you feel like you're lengthening through the front of the body, start to dive the pubic bone back as you shift the hips forward. So again, lift the heart, dive the pubic bone to the pubic, so the pelvis is tilting towards the front of the body. You're moving the pubic bone down as you shift the hips forward. Draw the lower belly in, lift the heart. So keep moving through those actions as you move into it. And when you feel ready, you can reach the hands back to whatever version you're working with. If the neck feels okay, you can drop the head back, pressing through the tops of the feet, shifting the hips forward, drawing the lower belly in, and feel like someone has their hand behind you between the shoulder blades, lifting you up so you're not dumping into the lower back. For 3 deep breaths. 2, 1. And to come out, press through the feet, lift up and out of it. Good. Come down to your heels. So nice. We take a moment, feel the residue. Good. Inhale into a high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to seated. Exhale, let's lie down on our backs. Bend the knees, plant the feet. So if the back is a little bit, the back bends are a little bit more difficult for you, your feet don't need to come like so close to the hips. Let them be a little bit further away from the hips. Give yourself some space if that's what you need. And you don't have to bring them all the way to your hips, because when you do that, when you go up into Urdhva Dhanurasana, you're in a really deep Urdhva Dhanurasana, and you sort of kind of like get in your own way. So allow the feet to be a little bit further away from the hips if that's what you need. The feet are parallel to each other, and that's going to encourage an internal rotation through the thighs, which will encourage a spreading through the lower back, so we're not compressing the lower back. Let's take a deep breath in. On your next exhale, reach the tailbone towards the heels as you reach the knees forward. And then inhale, press to the feet and lift the pelvis. So you can stay here in bridge pose, or you can bring the hands next to the ears, fingertips pointing towards the shoulders, elbows moving in. It's going to externally rotate the shoulders and spread the upper back. And then if you'd like, you can come up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Or you can stay in bridge pose. Either way, feel the length through the front of the body as you lift the sacrum up towards the ceiling. Good. Take this first one nice and easy. Deep breaths. One more breath here. And then exhale, you can come down to the top of the head or come down all the way to the pelvis. When you're ready, go for round 2. Inhale. And so you want to find a way of holding your back bend that allows you to lengthen the front of the body without squeezing the back body. So wrapping the shoulder blades, maybe bringing the knees in towards each other and the heels out away from each other. Use the strength of the legs to lift the sacrum up. One more breath. Exhale, come down. Last one. Inhale, up. Maybe you walk the hands towards the feet. Deep, steady breaths. Feel the shape from the inside out. One more. Good. When you're ready, tuck the chin, roll down the spine. Good. And then to release the back bends, you can either hug the knees into the chest, or you can rock up to seated and take a forward fold. I'll just be here for a few moments to release the spine after back bending. Just a few more breaths, allowing the breath maybe to slow down a little bit. Inhale, look up. And exhale, lie down. We'll do 2 of the shoulder stands. So exhale, lie down on your back. And then inhale, you can bring the feet over the hips. This can be your shoulder stand. Or you can lift the hips and bring the hands to the lower back. If you're going into the full shoulder stand, really draw the shoulders down the back so that the weight's in the shoulders and not so much in the head. Strong legs, reach the toes up. See if you can slow down the breath as we wind down the practice. Couple more breaths here. If you're liking, coming to Halasana, bringing the feet over the head, maybe interlacing the fingers and straightening the arms. Lifting the sit bones up towards the ceiling. If you like, you can come into Karnapidasana, rounding the spine and bending the knees. One more breath here. And exhale, slowly roll down the spine, and we'll do a counterpose, Matsyasana, lowering the legs. And as the legs touch, you can keep the legs straight. You can go into the more conventional Matsyasana in full lotus. You're going to lift the heart, bring the crown of the head to the mat. Wherever you are, you're really lifting the heart, bringing the shoulder blades towards each other to spread the heart, open the throat. One more breath. And gently coming out of that. So to come out of this, you can do Chakrasana, backward roll, or you can just rock up to seated. Inhale, make your way into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's come to a seated position. Find a comfortable seat. You're welcome to take full lotus if you'd like. Good. And we'll just finish here in a comfortable seat. Feel free to close the eyes. You can come into bringing the pointer finger to the thumb, straightening the arms and letting the wrist gently rest on the knees. As you feel the weight of the pelvis through the sit bones moving into the earth, like if they're plugging into the earth. As you draw the lower belly in just above the pubic bone, feel that energy from the earth lifting up into the heart, spreading and opening the heart. As you lengthen the back of the neck and you draw the chin towards the chest, feel into that center line along the spine as the breath moves along that pathway. Relaxing the throat, releasing the soft palate. As you inhale, feel the rib cage expand out in all directions so that the diaphragm can fully spread out and expand. Following the breath all the way through the inhale, all the way through the exhale. And bringing your attention to the space between the inhales and the exhales. Few more here at your own pace. Stay connected to the breath as it unfolds naturally, observing the breath without judgment, without assessment. Over the next couple of breaths, gently release the technique. Close the eyes if you'd like. Observe the spontaneous, natural breath moving through the body, through the nostrils. We'll bring the palms to heart center and finish with the closing mantra. Deep breath in. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalayantan nyayena margena mahim mahishaha go brahmanebhyaha shubhamastu nityam Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Make your way to Savasana whenever you're ready. Take a vinyasa if you'd like, or you just go straight there. And final resting pose. Feel free to stay here longer if you'd like. If you're ready to move out slowly, you can start to deepen the breath. Slowly move the body. Bring the knees into the chest and fall over to either side of the body. And slowly make your way to a seated position. We just take one final moment here together. You can close the eyes if you'd like. Just allowing yourself to settle into this space. Settle into the residue, into a wide open space that allows for the observation of sensation rising and falling. Sensation as it comes to the surface and dissolves back down. Let's finish with one final Om. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for practicing.